We're learning today Nishmas at Ahuva by Yaakov Mesechus Bava Kama Perek Ches Mishna Aleph. Hachayvel b'chaveiroi. If someone hurts his friend, chayiv alav mishum chamisha dvarim. He's chayiv for 5 different things. Nezek, tzar, ripui, sheves, and boishes. Nezek is learned out from the pasuk because it says ayin tachas ayin. Tzar is learned out from the pasuk of petza tachas petza, which is extra pasuk to be mechayev on tzar. Ripui v'sheves is pasuk that says rak shifta yitain v'rapa yirape, and boishes is learned out from a pasuk in Devarim v'katzoisa perchafed v'katzoisa es kappa. So the Mishnah explains now each of the 5. The nezek ketzad. So how much is nezek? How you would evaluate that? Simes einai, if he blind the eye of his friend, kites yada, he cut off his hand, shiveres ragli, he broke his leg, royan oisek kilu hu eved hanimkar b'shuk. We look at it as if this person would have been a slave that was available to sell himself in the shuk for a certain amount of money, let's say $100,000. V'shaman kama hayafa, how much he was worth. V'kama hiyafa, and now because of the disability that he has, he could only be sold, let's say, for $80,000. So then the nezek would be $20,000. Tsar, how do you evaluate how much pain he has? Kavei b'shvuroi b'mispar afilu al tziparnoi. If he burnt him with a hot iron spit or with a nail, even on his nail, makom shein oisa chabura, so there's no chabura. Afal pikein yechayev oimdim kama adam ki yotzi bezer roitza lito lios mitzdar kach. The Gemara explains how much a person, let's say, who was anyhow going to have his hand cut off by a sword, how much would he pay to have it now get cut off by a sam where there is less pain? So that is how you evaluate how much the pain is worth. Ripui. So now you're paying for the refuah, for the doctor bills. The Mishnah has a halacha over here. He ko chayler afaisai, but alu beit smakim, if like warts or things grow afterwards because of the wound. Im machmas hamaka chayiv, if it was directly related to the makkah, then he's chayiv. And the Gemara has a through machlekes is if chayiv on ripoy, or if you're chayiv also on sheves. And there's another mandamar that argues on the Mishnah and says that you'll be pater altogether. But if it's shloimie machmas hamaka, then kuli alma agrees has nothing to do with what I did, so then you're pater. Let's say chaysav and istera. If it got better and then it got bad again, chayiv to be merapim, because we say it's all directly related to the makkah. But if it was chaysa kol tzarka, if it got totally better, then ain't a chayiv refaisa, then you're not mechayiv anymore in refuah. The 4th thing that you have to pay for is sheves, the loss of work. Royan oisek kihilu hu Shloimie kishuan, as if he was watching kishuan, like a squash in the field. So he's a shloimie, so he doesn't need to have any hands or feet. So why do you look at it like that? Because in the nezek you already paid for the meyad and the meyregel. So now you have to look at it just how much he's losing out if he was a shloimie kishuan, and now he can't be a shloimie kishuan. The last thing you pay for is boishes, and the Mishnah says hakol mefia mevayish v'hamizbayish. We had this in Ksuvas also. If a person is a low person, he's mevayishu, then it's a lot more busha. And if the person that's getting embarrassed is a chash of a person, then it's a lot more busha when he gets embarrassed. Another halacha on busha, mevayish as a arim. If someone is mevayish, someone who doesn't have clothes, even though you would think that he's not a bar boishes. So the Gemara explains that his clothes was taken off with the wind against his way. He didn't do it on purpose, and then you're paying the difference between that he was already embarrassed and now he's even more embarrassed. The next halacha is that if you're mevayish es asuma, also you're going to be chayiv. Rabbi Yehuda argues on that and says suma ein le boishes. Mevayish es hayashin, if you're mevayish someone that's sleeping, also you're chayiv. Yashin shabayish pater. If someone's sleeping and is mevayish, he's pater, because he didn't have any kavana, like the Mishnah now says, nafal managag v'hizik ubayir, someone falls off a roof and causes someone damage and boishes, chayiv ala nezek, on the nezek you're chayiv, upater ala boishes. Shenemar, but his pasuk says, v'shilchu yada v'chzika b'mevushav, that's the pasuk that you learn out boishes from, ein chayiv ala boishes ad shehei miskave, and we learn out from there that you have to have kavana, and if not, you're not going to be chayiv for Baishas. Mishna Beis Chaymer ba'adam b'shar. Adam has a chumrah over shar hamazik. Adam hamazik is mishal nezek tzar ripa sheves u'baishas. You pay for these 5 things. U'mishalim demei vladas. Also, there was a halacha that we learned earlier that you pay for demei vladas. The shar eina mishalim elen nezek u'pater min demei vladas. And the shar only has 1, doesn't have the chamisha dvarim, and also it's pater from the demei vladas, like we said back then, because the pasuk says ki yinutza anashim and we darshin anashim v'lo dvarim.